Yo, JD here, Tyrolus, and as you can see, we are at Austria here today. I'm well aware that Baku is actually the track, excuse me, that it was meant to be next in this little series, and this is one of two laps here today, with first corner, a little bit of a tiny bit cut, but the rest of the lap was really clean, and then the second lap is the real fast lap where there's quite a big cut in the first corner, unfortunately. Which is something you have to do in time trial if you want to be anywhere near the top, and purposes of this are just really just showing how the setup actually works, which is exactly what I use actually in the race, this setup, and I feel it's an incredibly stable, very solid setup, and I've in races online it's very strong, probably my strongest tracks online in this game, so hope you're enjoying it. Baku will be coming next. I've just had a new job recently, so I'm really struggling at time to try and do a video every day and stuff as well. And I recorded this, I think last night, when I just randomly just jumped on it, did a pretty good time. So this will be the next one in the series, and we're going to be moving on to the lap now. As I said, probably my favourite driving track on the game. This in Suzuka. So coming on to the home finish straight, getting a DRS as you can as usual. Of this first corner, we'll be looking for the 100-metre board. And unfortunately, purposes for time trial, as you hit that, take as much curb as possible going through there. Keep the car as straight as possible on the exit. And you can see going up into straight now, we're going up through the gears, up into 8th gear. And for this next right hand, we'll be looking for the 100-metre board. So as soon as you pass that, take a relatively late apex. You do not need to hit the curb on the inside of the apex, because you just want to let the camber of the corner really take the car around, carry as much speed as possible. For this next corner, similar to last, 100-metre board once again, going down through the gears, 3rd gear, late apex. As you go straight, that's when you're going full throttle. But it's next left-hander, about half a second after you pass the black box, that's your turning in point. Keep the car straight again. As the curb, or as the part of the track finishes, that's your turning in point. 6th gear going up into here now, going up into 8th. And for this last corner, you won't be braking just between the two boards, so I would say about 60 metres, that's your turning in point. As the curb was, the track changes on the outside, that's your turning point in 4th gear, going across the line now, and we've done a 105.3, which was not top of the leaderboard. I think the top was a 1 or something like that, and I tried to use that setup. I actually had a go at it myself, but for me, I just couldn't drive it. I don't know if he's on a wheel or anything at all, I have no idea, but for me, I just couldn't drive it, and this setup for me, I think we're actually in 8th place, so take out the assist guy. And I think, I think there's 3 people on the same time as well. So incredibly close. But I really do love that track. And in the race, I'd say it's probably my strongest setup. If you use that in like a 25 or 50%, it's really good. And I think we're going to go on to the setup in a minute, as we're just looking through the little time trial times. You can see, I think our first sector was among the quickest because of what you can do in that first corner. Which is a shame, and that's one thing I am a little bit disappointed in this game, that they do allow you to do things like that in certain corners, which is a shame. But in order to showcase the setup, unfortunately, that's something you have to do in time trial. But you can see 4 wings. The wings the same, because I feel it's just incredibly stable. 50-70 transmission, same as usual. Same for suspension. I find these are really the sweet spot for me, particularly in a race. These setups I feel are really good. 7.2, 7.2 or 7.2, 7.4. Again, it would be very good in a race with 5.5 on the ride height, which is an absolute must, as you can see with the brakes. Going a little bit lower on the rear tyre pressure just to generate that extra traction, which is fairly important around here, particularly on that turn 2. And I think we're using 7 bars as well. So that is my setup on Hotlap here today. Hopefully you have enjoyed that, and I believe Baku will be the next one. If not, it will be another kind of video, tip video, or an online video, something like that. So thank you so much. Appreciate the job comments in my last video as well. I'm just so busy at the moment, but I will try and get this content out for you as much as I can. So thank you for support. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.